the Articles of Confederation. Each state was allowed to pursue its own foreign policy and did not have to listen to the other states. If you do not know what the Constitutional Convention was, it was when at least 2 delegates from each state came together in Philadelphia and created new rules for our country. We hope you enjoy the show and thank you for coming.
Delaware proudly ratifies.
Georgia.
The state of Georgia proudly ratifies the Constitution of the United States.
New Jersey.
New Jersey proudly ratifies.
Pennsylvania.
The state of Pennsylvania ratifies the Constitution of the United States.
Connecticut.
The state of Connecticut proudly ratifies the Constitution of the United States.
Massachusetts.
Massachusetts proudly ratifies the Constitution of the United States.
Maryland.
Maryland ratifies.
South Carolina.
South Carolina proudly ratifies the Constitution.
Did we make it, James? Did 9 states ratify the Constitution?
Yes, George. We have ratified the Constitution of the United States of America.
Thank heavens.
The heavens had nothing to do with it, George. They're the citizens of this great country of ours.
The Constitution of the United States. What is it?
It's the thing that holds us together and keeps us from falling apart. The Declaration's the soul, but the Constitution's the heart. It's the thing that holds us together and keeps us from falling apart. The Declaration's the soul, but the Constitution's the heart. It didn't come simple, it didn't come light, till every thought and word was right. It didn't come easy, it didn't come fast, but nothing does if it's going to last. It's the thing that holds us together and keeps us from falling apart. The Declaration's the soul, but the Constitution's the heart.
You know, when I was Commander-in-Chief of the Army during the Revolutionary War, I tried to make my amends swearing allegiance to the United States. I started with my troops through New Jersey.
An oath to the United States? Never! We are citizens of New Jersey, General Washington. New Jersey is our country, sir.
New Jersey is not a country. I must admit, I almost despaired of ours ever becoming united.
Never doubted that we would.
James Madison, that is hogwash. We were so nervous, we were 11 days early to the Constitutional Convention.
Benjamin Franklin. You know very well I was early because I was so excited.
That James Madison. I declare he's no bigger than a half a bar soap. But he does have a lot of spirit.
George Washington is so tall, he certainly stands out in a crowd. But he doesn't have a lot to say for himself, does he? On the other hand, President Franklin never stops talking. Well, Franklin is all of 82 and he has a lot to say.
Why, it's Alexander Hamilton from New York. It is so good to see you. Hello, Ben. I'm delighted to meet you. We cannot go on being linked by loose arms of confederation. We need a strong central government.
There's another man who never stops talking. Alexander Hamilton from New York.
But he's smart, and I think he's right. There has to be some sort of change. Since the war, things have really been going downhill.
The British still have ports in the West. Don't they know they lost the war?
But there's nothing we can do about it. The army hasn't been paid in months, and the men are just picking up and leaving.
That's because England wants to pay taxes.
And nobody has to. There's nobody to collect them.
What does it matter? Money's worthless anyway. The states are bringing their own. How they're thinking our ships. Americans are being captured.
States are fighting with each other.
No count Yankee!
Lousy Pennsylvania buckskin.
Stop it! Something must be done.
Before the Constitution was written, the 13 colonies were in foreign shape. England had just lost the war and refused to report to the line. Nobody wanted to pay taxes. States started printing their own money. Pirates caught and sank our ships. States feuded with each other. Washington said that the government was shaking to its very foundation.
We've got to be one people, we've got to be one country, we've got to be one nation if we are to survive. We've got to be one people, we've got to be one country, we've got to be one nation if we are to survive. We've got to stop this acting independent. It's time for us to act and feel as one. We've got to be one people, we've got to be one country, we've got to be one nation if we are to survive. We've got to be one people, we've got to be one country, we've got to be one nation if we are to survive.
I've got to say it clear, it's now or never.
We can't let this moment get away. We've got to be one people, we've got to be one country, we've got to be one nation if we are to survive.
Well, George Washington, something must be done. You are the man to do it. You are the best-known citizen of this land and the most respected. We must have a meeting to talk about the Articles of Confederation, and you must come to it.
I have served my country throughout a long and terrible war. Now I just want to go back to being a farmer as I was before.
You can't go back, George. The country needs you. The country trusts you.
George Washington wouldn't be involved in anything that was bad for the country.
And how about you, Benjamin Franklin? You are one of our most brilliant statesmen.
And one of our oldest. Besides, my gout is killing me.
Gout? Who's got gout? Nevertheless, you must come.
Besides, the meeting shall be held in Philadelphia. You live in Philadelphia. You don't have to go too far. I don't know. I am working on a new invention. It's a long pole with two grasping fingers that can get books on high shelves. Have you tried it?
You're not talking about inventions if all of us aren't invented. And soon, we don't have a country much longer. Don't you? We had a critical moment in our history.
There's a critical moment in everything. There's a critical moment in fact. There's a critical moment in everything. There's a critical moment in fact. If it comes, sees it then. If it never come again. There's a critical moment in everything. There's a critical moment in fact. There's a critical moment in everything. There's a time when you really must act. If it comes, sees it then. It may never come again.
There's critical moments
they join us? We want to preserve the state's rights.
They will come. All we have to do is discuss the future changes in the Ark of the Confederation.
The delegates are due to arrive this study Monday in May 1787, although some of them won't arrive until months later.
And of course, George Washington is elected presiding officer of the convention.
James Madison, you can be the secretary. Love to get everything written down.
Thank you, and be delighted.
The chair recognizes Governor Edmund Randolph of Virginia.
This country's in a bad way, Mr. Washington. We need a totally new constitution and a different form of government.
But what will be reverse states?
We will never become a nation as long as each state is allowed to pursue its own foreign policy.
We must preserve our state's rights. We need a strong central government.
Gentle, gentle. You've been arguing for days now.
The chair recognizes the delegate from Pennsylvania, Governor Morris.
Gentlemen, the whole human race will be affected by what we do here. All of you must make a choice. A strong central government now, or a king down the road. What will it be? Will we create a constitution? Yes! So, on May 14th, 1787, the meeting was to be held in the State House in Philadelphia. It was to be the hottest summer on the record, so they started into work. We're writing a constitution. We're writing a constitution. We're writing a constitution. We will do it. We will try it. If we get some peace and quiet. 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 We're writing a constitution. We're writing a constitution. We're writing a constitution. Can't be brilliant, can't be wise, and get bitten by these flies.
Flies.
Flies, flies,
Flies.
We're writing a constitution. We're writing a constitution. We're writing a constitution. It's as hot as it can get. All we do is sit and sweat.
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 Sweat?
Sweat. Sweat.
We're writing a constitution. We're writing a constitution. We're writing a constitution. Nothing secret what we do. Not a word must come from you or you. Or you. Or you. Or you. Or you. We're writing a constitution. 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 We're writing a constitution.
It's hot in Philadelphia. It's the hottest summer on record.
And there's blue butterflies everywhere.
Ouch!
The cobblestone on the street makes so much noise that when the carriages pass, the city elders put straw down to muffle the sound.
They keep the windows closed and the guards stand in front of the locked doors. We want secrecy.
We need to be free to speak our
And
minds.
it changed them too. That I can explain every little thing to the people back home. That includes our wives and families. We can't even write to tell them what's going on.
So we talk and argue some more, and we shout and bang our fists on the tables.
Votes in the legislature should be based on the number of people in a state.
Outrageous! Now give all the power to the larger states.
There should be an equal number of votes for every state. 5,000 people have the same number of votes as Virginia with 700,000 people?
Because I do not trust the gentlemen of Virginia to act in the best interest of Delaware.
So it goes. Argument, argument, and compromise.
Would these states ever agree on a thing? The small states were against the large states, and the states' rights people were against the nationalists. What would they do? It's a give and take that makes the bargain go. It's a simple fact that everyone should know. All states, be they big or small, should have the same votes, one and all.
No, that's unjust as it can be. By population, the vote should be.
It's a give and take that makes the party go. Compromise, compromise. That is where the solution lies. It's a give and take that makes the bargain go. It's a simple fact that everyone should know. We're wasting hours, wasting days, upholding 13 different ways. Yes, 13 nations we can be. We must move on, as you can see. It's a give and take that makes the bargain go. Compromise, compromise. That is where the solution lies. It's a give and take that makes the party go. It's a simple fact that everyone should know. If you give me a thing or two, then I will do the same for you.
Let's get it done, we just can't wait and change it out some future day.
It's the give and take that makes the bargain go. Go!
One by one, questions came up and were answered, or not.
Where will our government be located?
Shall we allow foreigners to be members of our Congress? How many states join the Union?
There must be no tabloids or dukes in this country.
What should our chief executive be called? And how long should he hold office?
What about a Bill of Rights?
What about freedom of speech, freedom of religion, tribe, library? Isn't none of those things in the Constitution?
We can't have everything written down. We must provide for changes in the future. There will be amendments.
Finally, the mark is done, and the Constitution lies before us, inscribed on parchment for the first time.
I confess that there are several parts of this Constitution of which I do not approve. Still, I agree with all its faults. I do so because I expect no better, and because I am not sure that it is not the best. We must all act unanimously to defend this Constitution. And so I ask all here to have his or her of infallibility and put his or her name to business to you.
President Doug hears us talk.
September 17th, 1787 is a day I'll never forget. This day, 39 of us from 12 different states have signed the Constitution of the United States of America.
And now it is up to the rest of the country to ratify it, if they will.
What have we done here today, I wonder?
The best that we can do, George. The best that we can do.
It's the best that we could do. Now the rest is up to you. America, America. It's the best that we could make. It's the test for you to take. America, America. We know it's not perfect. We're neither of so it's not perfect. Let's give it a try. Give it a try. It's the best that we could do. Now the rest is up to you. America, some parts are right and some may be wrong, but we can change it as time goes along. Time goes along. It's the best that we could do. Now the rest is up to you. America, America. It's the best that we could make. It's the test for you to take. America, America,
Constitution they will be for John Adams Carter, the greatest single effort of national deliberation that the world has ever seen. It was the work of 55 uncommon men of collective genius who still command the utmost respect.
10 minutes, class.
It's that thing that holds us together and keeps us from falling apart. The declarations, the soul
Wait till the camera go away. Smile. Take a picture. Okay, yeah!